Good morning, students. Welcome to Physics World. Today we are going to discuss reflection of light at curved surfaces part 2. So today the topic is types of images formed by concave and convex mirror. Types of images formed by concave and convex mirror. Students, you know very well that in our daily life we will discuss about two types of mirror. One is concave mirror, another is convex mirror. Now, so in this topic we are talking about, after using concave mirror and convex mirror, which kind of images they will give. Here we are talking about the types of images. Example, if you are using concave mirror, which kind of image it will give. If you are using convex mirror, which kind of image it will give. The image will be same or the image will be different. So let us will go for it. Real image. Let us discuss what is real image. Image which is formed in front of the mirror. Image which is formed in front of the mirror, and it can be obtained on the screen. Is called real image. My dear friends, if you see the concave mirror, this is the concave mirror. This is the hard surface. This is the hard surface. You know that. What is P? P means pole, the midpoint of the concave mirror. Let us draw the imaginary line, the principal axis. Focus, center of curvature. Where is the reflecting surface for this concave mirror? Inside. This is the reflecting surface. Okay. Now go to the definition. Image which is formed in front of the mirror, and it can be obtained on the screen. You know that in front of this is the in front of the mirror. In front of this mirror only you will get the image. And for getting the image, what you require? You require one screen. On the screen you can get the image. Because which mirror it is? It is a concave mirror. So image which is formed in front of the mirror and it can be obtained on the screen is called real image. So always concave mirror will give you real image, because you should have the screen in front of the mirror to get the real image. So always the real image will be obtained on the screen for concave mirror. Let us will discuss about virtual image. Now, what is virtual image? Image which is formed behind the mirror. Behind. What means by behind? Backside. Behind the mirror. And it cannot be obtained. It cannot be obtained on the screen. Is called virtual image. So my dear friends, listen here. So image which is formed behind the mirror. Indirectly we are talking about which mirror? We are talking about convex mirror. See, this is the the backside area, that is the hard surface. And once again mention the terms, draw the principal axis, pole, focus and center of curvature. Where is the reflecting surface? Outwards, this is a reflecting surface. We studied about the focus. We studied about the focus for convex mirror. The light will fall on the outside of the reflecting surface, but the light does not want to go inside because inside surface is hard surface. So what we should do? With the help of imaginary lines, we will get the image. But when we are getting the image, when I see the convex mirror, I never get the image on the screen. I never get the image on the screen because the virtual images always will get inside the convex mirror. If I want to see the image, I want to see the virtual image. In which case? In convex mirror case. So where I will get the image, I get the virtual image of the object inside the convex mirror, because I can't get the virtual image on the screen, because definition says that image which is formed behind the mirror I will get, and it cannot be obtained on the screen, is called virtual image. Okay, after knowing the two types of images, concave and convex, we will go for the next topic. What are the rules obtained for concave mirror and what are the ray diagrams? Let us go through. Let us discuss now. Rules for obtaining the images. Rules for obtaining the images formed by concave mirror. Let us go with concave mirror. What are the rules? Actually, we have the next topic, ray diagrams. So, for drawing the ray diagrams, we should know what are the rules are given for concave mirror. Because these are the rules which are helpful for you to draw the ray diagrams. So, let us learn these rules one by one. Let's start with the rule 1. So, here we are talking about which mirror? We are talking about concave mirror. Okay, let us draw the concave mirror. This is the concave mirror. Which surface it is? It is the hard surface. Let us draw the principal axis. Pole, focus, center of curvature. One more thing you have to understand here is, whenever after drawing the principal axis, whatever the distance you take, how much distance you will take from pole to focus, that much distance only you should take from focus to center of curvature. Example, if you are taking here 2 cm means here also you should take 2 cm. So try to take always the measurement with help of scale. And always you should place the object in rules beyond the center of curvature. Beyond the center of curvature. Let us start. What is the rule 1? Let us assume one ray is coming. This is the incident ray. This incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects, and the reflected ray passes through the focus. This is the incident ray, and this is the reflected ray. Yeah. Now, you know that always in between the incident and the reflected ray, there should be the normal. But who is the normal here? Your normal is center of curvature. Your center of curvature will be behaving like a normal. Let us draw this normal in between incident ray and reflected ray. Yes, like this. Now, what is the statement? area of light, which is parallel to the principal axis, and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects, see, the light reflects, and the reflected ray passes through the focus, So here we completed our rule 1. Let us move to the rule 2. Yes. How we did rule 1, in a similar way we can go for rule 2 now. First of all, what we should do? Draw the concave mirror. This is a hard surface. Mention the terms. Draw the principal axis, the imaginary line, horizontal line passes from pole to the center of curvature. Pole, focus, center of curvature. So my dear students, where I should place the object? Always in the rules, the object will be beyond curvature only. Now, what is rule 2? Rule 2 means, once again let us assume one ray is coming. See, now this incident ray, which is passes through the focus, and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects, and the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. So what is the role of center of curvature once again? This is as a normal here once again, in between incident ray and reflected ray. So let us take the help of normal. Now, I draw this dotted line. This is your center of curvature in between the incident ray and the reflected ray. A ray of light, which is passes through the focus, and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects, and the reflected ray parallel to the principal axis. So my dear students, we completed rule 1 and rule 2. So easy. See once again, rule 1, the incident ray is parallel and the reflected ray passes through the focus. What is rule 2? First the incident ray passes through the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. Let us move to rule 3 and rule 4. Okay, let's start. Rule 3. Rule 3. Once again, what I should do? I should draw the concave mirror. This is the concave mirror. This is a hard surface. Now I draw the principal axis. And mention the terms pole, focus, center of curvature. Where I should place the object? Yes, object will be always beyond the center of curvature. Okay. Now, let us assume this time the ray is passing through the center of curvature. And after falling on the ray is passing through the center of curvature, and after falling on the concave mirror, the reflected ray is moving back on the same path, but in opposite direction. See, the incident ray and reflected ray direction both are in same path. Means the ray itself, the incident ray and the reflected ray both are moving in the same path, in same direction, both are moving in the same path but in opposite direction. So this is your incident ray and this one your reflected ray. And which rule it is? This is your rule 3. So in this case, the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection is 0. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection is 0. Why it's 0? Because the normal itself, the light is passing through the curvature itself. There is no chance for the curvature to act as normal in this case. So we can write as a ray of light which is passes a ray of light which is passes through the ray of light which is passing through the center of curvature and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects and the reflected ray move back, in opposite, and the reflected ray will move back in opposite direction. See, a ray of light which is passing through the center of curvature, after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects and the reflected ray will move back in opposite direction but same path. The path is same but the direction is different. Let us will move to rule 4. Once again I draw the concave mirror. This is the last rule for us. This is the hard surface. Let us go for the rule 4. This is a concave mirror. Mention the terms: pole, focus, center of curvature. Where you should place the object? Object will be beyond the center of curvature. Now, let us assume the ray is falling on the pole of the concave mirror and it reflects from the pole by making the same angle with the principal axis. This is the incident ray. Here we are talking about rule 4, okay? And this is the reflected ray. So what we get here? We know that when ray is coming from the candle, that will fall on the pole of the concave mirror, and after falling on the pole of the concave mirror, it reflects and the reflected ray will make the same angle with the principal axis. It means a ray of light which is falling on the concave mirror. After fall, a ray of light which is falling on the concave mirror and it reflects, and the reflected ray makes the same angle with principal axis. So we completed successfully the first 4 rules, which is helpful for you to draw the ray diagram for concave mirror. Let us discuss ray diagrams for concave mirror. Ray diagrams for concave mirror. With the help of rules, with the help of rules, we can draw the ray diagrams. Remember the rules. Keep your rules, write down your rules in the side so you can understand easily. What are the rules you have? So just you have to I'm not writing completely, just a hint. Just you should require some hint for drawing the ray diagram for concave mirror. So first position, object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Now, actually what we will do in ray diagrams, I want to say first. Here you have a concave mirror. Yes, this is the principal axis. Here you have mentioned terms pole, focus, center of curvature. So what we are doing here? We are bringing our object step by step from back side to front side. In the first case, the object mentioned here. In second case, the object should be on curvature. In the third case, the object should be there between curvature and focus. In the fourth case, the object should be on focus. In the fifth case, the object should be between focus and pole. See, I gave the hint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total we have 5 cases. So let's start with this first one. Let us draw the concave mirror. This is the hard surface. Draw the principal axis. Mention the terms pole, focus, center of curvature. Where you place the object? The object is beyond C. A little bit away from the curvature. So my dear students, there are 4 rules and you have to take the help of any 2 rules for drawing the ray diagrams. So can it possible with rule 1? Yes, because focus is clear. So I can go with rule 1. Incident ray is parallel to the principal axis and the reflected rays pass through the focus. Can it possible with rule 2? I should apply any 2 rules because here where the 2 reflected rays will meet, where we are getting the intersecting line, there only we should draw the image. Yes, now I can go with rule 2. The incident rays pass through the focus and the reflected rays parallel to the principal axis. Yes, I got the image here. See carefully. This is the rule 1 which I have applied. Incident ray was parallel, reflected ray passes to the focus. Then apply the rule 2 because there is a possibility for rule 2 also. There is a possibility. The rule 2 says that the incident ray passes to the focus and the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Now I should write 3 things for this: nature, position and size. Here we got the image. What is the nature? How the image is looking? First of all, you know very well that my student, this is concave mirror. So it is real only. The image is real. And the image is looking inverted for me. It's not straight, it's reverse. It is inverted. What is the position better? Where the image I got between F and C. Between focus and center of curvature. Between F and C. What is the size of this image compared to object? Small beta. Small means you can write diminished. You can write as diminished means small. In physics, diminished word means small, which I wrote in bracket. Let us will move for the next case. Already I shown you the positions. You know the rules very well. Object is placed on the center of curvature. Now, in the first case we kept beyond C, the second case we will keep the object on C. Draw the concave mirror, draw the principal axis, mention the terms pole, focus, center of curvature. Yes, now I mention the object on C. Shall I apply rule 1? Yes, still the focus is clear. Apply the rule 1. The incident ray is parallel to the principal axis and the reflected ray passes through the focus. Can you possibility of apply rule 2? Yes, still there is a possibility because focus is clear. The incident ray is passed through the focus. The incident ray passes through the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. So where I got the image? See carefully. Yes. I got the image where the two lines are intersecting. Where the two reflected rays are intersecting, there I got the image. Let us write down the nature, position and size. So what is the nature? Once again it is concave mirror, real and inverted. The image is real and inverted. Position. On C we can say, or we can say at C. On C you got the image. Size. Oh, the size is looking same. Same size compared to object. If I compare to object, how much the object size is there? That much is the size of image. Both of them same as it is here. Same size. Let us will move for the next diagram, next case. The third case, object is placed between center of curvature and focus. Center of curvature and focus. Let us give the position for the object once again. Once again draw the concave mirror. This is a hard surface. Let us draw the principal axis. Mention the terms pole, focus, center of curvature. What is the position, my dear students? The position of the object between F and C. See, I place the object between F and C. There is a possibility of rule 1. Yes, once again there is possibility of rule 1 because focus point is clear. The incident ray is parallel and the reflected rays passes through the focus. Now, can still there is a possibility of rule 2? Yes, still focus is clear. I can go with rule 2. The incident ray is passing through the focus and the reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. Oh, here the two reflected rays are meeting. So here I will get the image. So here I will get the image. This is the rule 1. See once again, the incident ray is parallel. The reflected rays passes to the focus. The incident rays passes through the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. So what is the nature? The nature is real and inverted. The position beyond C means beyond the center of curvature, beyond C. Size, see the size of the image enlarged because the object looking small but the image looking so much big. This is your case 3. Let us go with case 4 and case 5. Now, what is the case 4? Object is placed on focus. Object is placed on focus.
Start.
Let us discuss about the next case. Object is placed on focus. Let us draw the concave mirror. Draw the principal axis. Mention the terms pole, focus, center of curvature. In the fourth case, the object is placed on focus. Now, there is a possibility to apply the rule 1? Yes, because still the focus is looking clear to me. So I can apply the rule 1. Incident ray is parallel and the reflected ray passes to the focus. Now, you know that now there is no possibility to apply the rule 2. Why? Because the object itself is on the focus. So there is no chance of applying rule 2. So I will go directly with rule 4. Why? Because why am I going with the rule 4? Because the object is near to the pole. So in this case, it's easy for you to apply the rule 4. So this is your rule 4. The incident ray is falling on the pole of the concave mirror and the reflected ray is making the same angle with the principal axis. Now, this reflected ray and this reflected ray, when they will meet, when these two intersecting lines will meet at one point, there only will get the image. Now, but we know that some more distance they will travel. Maybe they will travel at infinity point. If the two reflected rays meeting at infinity, what will be the nature? What will be the position? And what will be the size? Now, the nature will be, when we see the concave mirror, real and inverted. They are traveling the maximum distance and definitely they will meet at infinity. What was the position? At infinity. Imagine the image, how much big it will be if they meet. Highly and large. Highly enlarged. Highly enlarged. So we completed our fourth case successfully and we will go for the fifth case, the last one, to complete our diagrams. Now, the last case is object is placed between focus and pole. Now, once again I will draw the concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. This is a hard surface. I draw the principal axis. This is a principal axis. Mention the terms: pole, focus, center of curvature. In the last case, what is the position? The position of the object between focus and pole. And the reflected ray passes to the focus. Can I apply the rule 4? Because the object is so much close to the pole. Once again, let us apply the rule 4. The incident ray is falling on the pole of the concave mirror and the reflected ray is making the same angle with the principal axis. Now, but you know that when the object will come near to the pole, in the last case, we never get the image in front of the mirror. Because now your concave mirror will behave like convex and we will get the image behind the reflecting surface. So I should extend this line principal axis. See, here is the reflected ray, these two are the reflected rays. So with the help of imaginary line, see I am drawing the imaginary line now. Yes. So here I got, with the help of imaginary line, I got the image behind the mirror. And how it is looking? It is looking virtual and erect. See, with the help of these two reflected rays, extended with the help of imaginary lines. What is the nature now? If the image is we got behind the mirror, first of all it is not inverted, it is erect. And it is not real, it is virtual. Yes, so this is virtual and erect. What is the meaning of erect? Erect means straight. How the object looking straight, the image also straight. What is the position? Where you got the image? Behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. The size compared to the object is small, the size is looking big, enlarged. So my friends, here we completed successfully The two types of images we discussed in today's class. What is real image and virtual image? What are the rules? 4 rules for concave mirror for drawing the ray diagrams. In the ray diagram we discuss about the 5 important cases, and we discuss about how to apply the rules and how we wrote nature, position and size. Please do the work. Complete the notes from this video. What are the topics we had discussed? Let us recall once again what we had discussed in today's class. So these are the rules for obtaining images formed by concave mirror. Rule 1, rule 2, rule 3 and rule 4. In the rule 1 to rule 4, we know that where we should place the object. The object should be beyond the center of curvature. We never mention the position. We never mention the position for the object in rules. Always the rule will be beyond. In the rule, the object will be beyond C, beyond the curvature, beyond C only. See, in the first case, in the first rule, the incident ray was parallel to the principal axis, and after falling on the concave mirror, it reflects, and the reflected ray passes through the focus. Rule 2, the incident ray was passing through the focus, and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. Rule 3, the ray passing from the center of curvature and the reflected ray also moving back in the same path but in opposite direction. What is rule 4? The ray directly falling on the pole of the concave mirror and the reflected ray making the same angle with the principal axis. So rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, rule 4. With the help of these 4 rules only, we are going to discuss the 5 cases which we have been discussed. Once again, recall it. Object beyond C. See here, how I mentioned this rule 1, rule 2 when I kept the object beyond C. See, in these 4 rules, we have to take the help of any 2 rules. Can it possible with the rule 1 and rule 2? In your class also, if your teacher will take the attendance, will start with rule number 1. She will never say rule number 5 first, because then the order will be there. By taking the attendance, rule number 1, 2, 3, 4, in such a way we have to go through it. For drawing the ray diagrams also, we should follow the order. I can't start with rule 4 because I should go with rule 1. I should see the possibility. I should give the opportunity for the rule 1, rule 2, rule 3. Step by step I should see. I should search which 2 rules are suitable for my case, for the first case. The object is beyond C. Here the object is beyond C. I can apply, I started with rule 1. Yes. What is rule 1? Incident ray is parallel, reflected ray passes to the focus. Why rule 1 is suitable here? Because the focus is clear. Yes. Now, for joining the one more line, because I said you that intersecting line, where the 2 intersecting lines will meet, there only will get the image. So it is not possible only with the help of 1 rule. I should take 1 more rule to get the intersecting line. Okay. What is the second rule? Still second rule is clear for me. Why? Because focus is clear. Once I can apply another rule from the object, from the tip of the object. See. The incident ray passes to the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. It's clear. Where the 2 lines are intersecting, then only we will get the image. How the nature? Real and inverted. What is the position of the object between F and C? What is the size? The size is diminished, the size is small. It's clear? This is the first case. Now 3. Now in the second case, we place the object on center of curvature. Can rule 1 is possible? Yes. Can rule 2 is possible? Yes. Apply the rule 1. Focus is clear. When focus is clear, no need to worry. Directly apply the rule 1 and rule 2. The incident ray is parallel. The reflected ray passes to the focus. The rule 2 says that the incident ray passes to the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. So where we got the image? Where these 2 reflected rays, where these 2 intersecting lines will meet at one point. Where they are meeting, there only we should draw the image. So here I am drawing the image. So what is the nature? The nature of this image is real inverted position on C and the size, same size compared to the object. What is the size of the object? That only the size of the image. Let us go for the third case. Object is placed in between C and F. Can it once again there is a possibility to apply the rule 1 and rule 2? Yes, why not? The incident ray is parallel and the reflected ray passes to the focus. We apply rule 2, yes. Once again there is a possibility to apply the rule 2. The incident ray passes to the focus and the reflected ray was parallel to the principal axis. So where these 2 lines will be intersect, these two reflected rays will intersect, then only will get the image. Now how the image is looking, the nature real and inverted, the position beyond C and the size is enlarged compared to the object. Let us move to the fourth case. Object is placed on focus. Once again, you are lucky that rule 1 is possible in all the cases. So once again we can apply the rule 1 because still focus is clear. Incident ray is parallel, reflected ray passes to the focus. Now we can't apply the rule 2. Why? Because object is on focus itself. Because object is on focus itself. So rule 2 is not possible. Rule 3 is possible, rule 4 is possible. Better to go with rule 4. Why? Because your object is near to the pole. So the ray is directly falling on the pole of the concave mirror and the reflected ray making the same angle with the principal axis. See. But these two reflected rays will not meet that much easy here. Some more distance they will travel. After taking a lower distance, after traveling a huge distance, they'll meet at one point. But how much distance? Can you guess? At infinity, see, at infinity. If the meeting at infinity, what will be the nature? Real and inverted. What will be the position at infinity? And what will be the size? Highly large, a big size image you will get. Let us go for the last case. Object is placed on, or object is placed between F and P. Here, F and P. Can once again the rule 1 is possible? Yes. The incident ray is parallel and the reflected rays passes to the focus. We know that fourth, fifth case both are similar. Students don't need to get confused. You can apply rule 1, rule 4 here also, rule 1, rule 4 here also. But in this case, in front of the mirror you are getting the image, and in this case you will get the image behind the mirror. Apply the rule 1, apply the rule 4, the incident rays falling in the pole of the mirror and the reflected ray making the same angle with the principal axis. Now, see these two reflected rays. Now, they will not give the image this side. They will give the image of the object behind the mirror. So what we should do with the help of dotted lines? We should make them to meet at one point. And there only we should draw the image of this object. How the image is looking? First of all, it is virtual and erect. We studied what is virtual image. We know that image which is formed behind the mirror, it cannot be obtained on the screen. That is called your virtual image. And it is erect. What is the meaning of erect? How the object is looking straight, the image also straight only. What is the position? Behind the mirror. What is the size? Enlarged. So, write down these all rules and ray diagrams in your book. One of the most important topic from reflection of light. The questions come for 2 marks, 1 mark, or 4 marks in your public examination. So I am thankful to the New Era Academy for giving this opportunity. We'll meet in our next class.